Good afternoon, dear students. In the point Pharmacy and Therapeutic Committee, up till now we have seen the definition of Pharmacy and Therapeutic Committee, what is the necessary to have such committee in any hospital that we have seen. It is needed because of the many medicines are used in hospital and there are chances of many problems due to the complexity of number of medicine in number of diseases with number of patients. There should be a continuous observation on the problems, and for the same there is a need of pharmacy and therapeutic committee. In that we also discussed what are different objectives of this advisory, educational, drug safety, advanced drug monitoring objectives. Then we have completed the composition of pharmacy and therapeutic committee, okay, which are the members needed. Then functions of those committees, subcommittees which are there, medical staff, administrator, pharmacists, nurses, like that. There are many personnel who are divided as per the functions which are allotted to them. The subcommittees were divided depending upon the diseases on which this treatment has been done. Then also we have completed the operations of the pharmacy and therapeutic committee, how it is operated, what are the agenda, what is to be discussed in the meeting, how many times that meeting is to be held. Okay. Then we also completed the role of this committee in drug safety. All details has been discussed. Then the role of pharmacy and therapeutic committee in adverse drug monitoring, that also we have discussed. The form we have seen in which the all adverse drug reaction is needed to be recorded. Then we have seen important point called as automatic stop orders for dangerous drugs, okay, in last lecture. And we have started the point, that is role of this pharmacy and therapeutic committee in the development of emergency drug list. Okay, in the introduction of this, what is emergency, we know many times in hospital there is a cases arise, the patient arrives with complications which may occur due to unfortunate accidents, okay, which is called as emergency situations. And to tackle such problems, it is necessary each and every hospital should have this emergency ward. Along with that ward, or with individual beds in the ward, should have the availability of a kit called as emergency kit. That emergency kit should have the presence of uh, the drugs which are called as emergency drugs, okay. And it is the role or responsibility of pharmacy and therapeutic committee to prepare such list and get fulfilled uh, maximum units of such boxes called as emergency boxes, okay, and they should be updated with timely interval. Okay, further, uh, when the committee is having the completion of such uh, boxes, okay, or the such list, they are needed to be supplied at each and every ward, or what we can say, whatever department are there in the hospital, they should have the availability of these kits with them, because we cannot exactly know that which type of patient with what type of specific emergency or complication with different body organ is having. So you should be having such emergency list with all the drugs or necessary things included or put into that boxes and kept with every ward. Okay, every department, or which can also be categorized as a special procedure rooms of every department. Okay, uh, including even radiological department also. Every ward should be having a sufficient stock, and they should be allotted with all the necessary units. The number should be sufficient as per the capacity of the hospital or capacity of that specific room or ward. So this is again the responsibility of pharmacy and therapeutic committee. After the emergency boxes has been placed in the ward, it is very essential for what it is called as hospital pharmacist, okay, to develop a specific system. Now system means specific procedure. We can also call it as a SOP. Okay, it is compulsory also that when you say them as a emergency boxes, okay, they are having the drugs, they are having the materials which are needed in urgency. So you should have a specific system which works depending upon a specific standard operating procedure. Okay, and in the procedure what is mentioned, the system is saying that the hospital pharmacist or whoever, okay, is the nursing supervisor responsible for that particular ward, they should check it on daily basis. Okay, just whether uh, to ensure that each and every medicine which is present, okay, because some of the drugs might be used, okay, after the arrival of any condition or any patient. So what will happen, the medicine will be used up, and it is necessary to replace the newer one, and you have to keep the kit complete. Okay, we should not be having any absence of the medicines, and whoever has given the responsibility, okay, it might be the hospital pharmacist or the nurses, they have to check it regularly on daily basis to uh, fill the boxes. Again, there are chances they may get expire, means the medicine may get expire. So you have to uh, check the expiry dates of the medicines which are there, okay, and replaced with the newer one. There is a specific format, or we can say a list is prepared by pharmacy and therapeutic committee. They have given a suggestion that which drugs should be kept in the emergency boxes, which are different articles to be kept in the emergency boxes. Okay, so next we are having a list of such suggested drugs and other articles which may be maintained in the emergency boxes. excuse me. First, it can be divided the category supplies to be maintained in the emergency boxes. A, see here, these requirements generally needed, okay, when there is a bleeding or some wounds, okay, on the first situation or first contact level, you can have the use of these all things which if available. Okay, let us see the list what is to be included in these boxes. Okay, syringes of various range, we know, depending upon the volume or capacity of the syringe, there are many types. See what they are mentioned, at least two. Okay, two of 1 ml tuberculin or insulin syringe, and 2 ml 2, 5 ml 2, means 2 of 1 ml, 2 of 2 ml, 2 of 5 ml syringes should be there. There are two pieces of these three and one piece of 10 and 20 ml each. So this syringes first of all should be available. Okay, then needles definitely you will be needing. Okay, and these are the different what it is called as numbers of syringe. Okay, 16, 18, 20, 21, 23 and 26. So these all needles should be there in the single box. Then files which are sort of equipment or a sort of a knife type thing is there which is kept in the box to break those ampoules of the injections which are there, okay, in the boxes. Next what we'll be discussing further, there should be presence of the tourniquets. Tourniquets are nothing but these are devices which are needed for controlling the excessive blood flow. Okay, that is, see what has they have mentioned, limit the blood flow, because during the injuries, okay, if they are deep injuries, if the arteries or vein has been damaged, so there are chances the blood loss may be in more amount, so you have to restrict or limit the blood flow. So there are specific sort of cloth, okay, there earlierly if these tourniquets were not available, you can use a handkerchief or cloth to uh, to be tied on the your peri generally on the arm or legs where the injuries are there. Okay, just above that area they should be tied. These tourniquets are specifically designed devices, they are having this uh, facilities which limits the flow of blood in that particular area. Okay, tourniquets there. Then airway equipments are again important. Okay, there are many types actually of these airway equipments. See, examples were mentioned over here: oropharyngeal airways, okay, then laryngoscopes, mini ventilators. See, these are many types of airway equipments are there. These are you can see just to uh, provide a sufficient oxygen to the patient during emergency. Okay, these equipments are very much useful and they should be available in the boxes. Then Riles tube, okay, Riles tube just to further have the to take the samples from the gastric uh, cavity, okay, or from GI tract, these tubes are used. Okay, they are also called as nasogastric tubes, NG tubes in short, Ryle's tubes. So these are some articles or sort of devices necessary to be kept in the emergency boxes. Now the list, okay, of the medicines, the drugs to be included in these boxes. Generally they may be selected by the consultations with the doctors or physicians, okay, but there is a list is been prepared, a sort of a illustration, means this is not exactly these medicine will be there, but depending upon the category, depending upon the availability, you should have these all categories of drugs in the boxes. Let us see which are drugs. Okay, actually uh, there are many, okay, 26 numbers are there in this emergency boxes. Okay, let us see all the drug name. See these all drugs, even in GPAT examination there might be questions which may ask that so and so drug is kept in the emergency boxes by the pharmacy and therapeutic committee. So you should be having the knowledge depending upon the requirement. So this is a list, important one. See, aminophylline, uh, it's okay that what concentration is there. If you are not reminding this, it's okay, but at least the name should be known when we say GPAT examination. Okay, then you need capsules called as amyl nitrite glass capsules for inhalation. Okay, we know this importance of atropine sulfate, then caffeine sodium benzoate, okay, then calcium gluconate, then digoxin. So these maximum are in the form of ampoules, okay, or might be the bottles available, which can be used as per the requirement. Next, the drugs included are diphenylhydrantoin sodium, okay, 50 milligram per ml, then epinephrine hydrochloride 1 milligram per ml, heparin 10 units per ml, hydrocortisone 100 milligram, magnesium sulfate injection 10% and 50% both should be there. In isoproterenol 1:100, mannitol injection 25%, and nalorphine hydrochloride 10 milligram per 2 ml, neostigmine methyl sulfate 0.25 milligram per ml, norepinephrine injection 0.2%. Then again pentobarbital 50 milligram per ml, pentazocine, phenylephrine hydrochloride 10 milligram per ml, fumethazone injection, picrotoxin injection 3 milligram per ml, procainamide 100 milligram per ml, protamine sulfate 20 milligram per ml, saline for injection 9%, then sodium molar lactate solution, water for injection. So these are 26 atoms, okay, should be there. Along with that, some emergency supplies are there which should be kept, okay, in the boxes, like resuscitation cards. You need these cards always for resuscitate the patients. Okay, then phlebotomy sets, oxygen equipments, again this is also important one, tracheotomy sets, dextran and tubings you need always. Okay, burn sheets if possibly should be kept with you. Then supplies for cabinet utility room. Now several times you uh, require this list prepared, having inclusion of these items generally at the emergency or what are called as a operation theaters. Okay, nearby they should be kept if it is necessary. They should have the inclusion of venous cannulation set of 12 and 17 number venous catheters, each of one. Okay, then pieces of shock blocks which are called as 6 inches. Then oxygen catheters, saline suction catheters, razors with blades, packaged sterile gelatin sponge, resuscitation tube. So these all are the medicines and other articles to be kept in the emergency box. See, each hospital actually can modify this list. Okay, they can add or delete some items as per the necessary or requirement of the hospital. Okay, what type of hospital they are having. Okay, already we have discussed all the categorization or types of hospital. Many possible types are there. So depending upon that, you may require different uh, types of medicines. Generally they will be maximum having this what we have seen the list what we have just discussed. Okay, maximum will be there, but few can be might be added or few might be deleted. That will be there, but variation will not be on the larger extent. Okay, you have to remind these all items which are included in the emergency drug list. Next point, role of pharmacy and therapeutic committee in the drug product defect reporting program. Now, what is this drug defect? We know what the product may have some defects. Okay, you might have studied tablet defects, defects in injections, defects in the capsules. So products may have some problems. The dosage forms, whatever are there of the different types of medicines, they may have certain defects that can be a defect from the manufacturer side. Okay, or generally it is there from that during manufacturing actually. So again, this pharmacy and therapeutic committee should have the specific program for uh, checking these defects in the products which are being purchased by the hospital. Okay, because the quality is important. The medicines should have highest or the standard should be there. That quality is to be checked regularly. Okay? And if any defect, there should be a specific procedure utilized for it. This it is for the committee to get the information of all these defective products. They should always have the details of drugs from where it has been manufactured and from where they has been purchased, on which date they has been purchased, details of the manufacturing dates and expiry dates which are already there in the labels. That should be properly monitored, and they should have the continuous or regular observations to find out the defects in their products. Then if they are found to be defective, okay, it is the again role of this pharmacy and therapeutic committee to inform the defect first to the manufacturer, because of maximally the manufacturing defects are there. Okay, during shifting they might also be there, but they are lesser because whatever packaging is there of any medicine, okay, it has been designed so as during shifting they will not get damaged. So if we say percentage wise, maximum chances of defects in the medicines are manufacturing defects. So this committee, pharmacy and therapeutic committee, should inform the manufacturer first about the problems they have observed and the corrective measures can be taken for either replacement of the medicine or return the medicines. Okay, next, if the manufacturer has given a proper answer of the defects, or if they are ready to exchange the medicine, okay, with a non-defective material, it's okay. But sometimes, okay, if they are not giving the answer, okay, the manufacturer or the supplier, you can directly report. You means the pharmacy and therapeutic committee can report to food drug control administration. Okay, this FNDC, this association is there, we know about it. They are the regulatory authority, okay, who find out uh, all, or who are having the control over these sort of manufacturer of medicines. And if only the manufacturer are not giving any response, so we are having this legal chances or legal assistance to help the hospital in regard with the problems or defects which are been observed. Okay, there is a specific format which is there for reporting, called as a reporting form, okay, which should be utilized for uh, the this purpose, okay, to report the manufacturer about the defects. So this is the format, very easy form is there, okay, which is called as hospital pharmacist's drug defect report. Okay, which is a simple format having the name of hospital at the top, okay, XYZ hospital, just I have mentioned over here, okay, phone number, the date at on which the medicine is been received by the hospital, okay, address of the hospital, reference number if any is there in the bill, okay, trade name of the medicine in which has it has trade name is called as brand name of the medicine, which type of dosage form, tablet, capsule, injection, whatever it may be, okay, strength, the concentration like milligram per ml or whatever strength is there of the medicine, lot number, okay, we know nowadays we are aware with the batch number, okay, lot number which is there, expiry date of the medicine, date of purchase, name of supplier, and importantly details of the name and address of the manufacturer of that medicine, then the name of pharmacist who has found the defect, okay, uh, he his or her name should be mentioned in this lines. And then further important thing, what type of defects has been suspected, okay, by the pharmacist. So what are the problems observed, like if we say in tablets, if mottling is there, or the coating has been coming out, okay, or the tablets are breaking just by opening of the strips. So this type of or you can say drug particles in the injection, some particles might be observed in the injection. So these are many types of defects. So these things are needed to be um, kept are written in this format specific, which is called as a hospital pharmacist drug defect report. Okay, so we'll be stopping over here. Last point is still remaining that we'll discuss in our next lecture. Thank you, take care, bye.